Welcome to SASQUATCH CROSSINGS. Real encounters, real witnesses, real nights where the forest speaks in ways most people never hear. Presented to you in a Brooklyn accent. Tonight's account takes us to the mountains above Willow Creek, California, deep in Humboldt County, to a place woven in Bigfoot lore. Bluff Creek, the land of the Patterson-Gimlin film. The land of old logging roads, thick Douglas fir, and ridgelines where sounds travel farther than light. This is the story of two brothers who went looking for Sasquatch and found something that may have been looking for them. Location: from Artica, Highway 299 east of Willow Creek, then Highway 96 north, past Wetapec. A left turn onto Forest Service Road 13N01. A long winding climb 20 miles into the mountains to Onion Lake. The elevation was 4,500 feet. Dense brush, old clear cuts, logging skid roads, and a lake so still it reflects the sky like glass. It was July 5th of 2004. Summer, clear skies, temperature around 50 degrees, perfect camping weather. The brothers arrived in the afternoon, set up camp, took pictures, and walked the lake's edge looking for tracks, signs, anything. They didn't find much at first, but the forest had plans of its own. Around 9 p.m., just as the last light drained from the sky, the first sound came. A grunt. Not a bear, not a deer, not anything they recognized. It was a single explosive exhale, as if something enormous forced a lungful of air out in one violent burst. The sound came from the hill just above their camp. The brothers froze, looked at each other, and before they could speak, a deer came crashing down the slope from the direction of the grunt and ran straight into their campsite. Not past it, not around it, right into it. The deer stayed close, breathing hard, eyes fixed on the darkness above. Then another grunt, this one from their right, 100, maybe 150 yards away. Then another, straight ahead, 400 to 500 yards out. Then the first one again from the hilltop. 4 positions, 4 distances, 4 voices. And then something remarkable happened. The grunts began answering each other. One from the hilltop, one from the right side, the far ridge, the hilltop again, the right side again, the far ridge again. A call and response echoing through the forest like a conversation in a language made of breath and force. The brothers listened, stunned, as the forest came alive with rough, powerful exhalations that shook the night air. For the first hour, the activity was intense. Grunts overlapping, replying, moving. Then it settled into a rhythm. Still present, still loud, but spaced out and measured, almost patterned. Around 10 p.m., a grunt came from behind them, near Onion Lake itself. Close. Too close. The witnesses grabbed a 3 million candle power spotlight and swept the trees. Nothing. No eye shine, no movement, just the echo of the grunts hanging in the air. But the sound had been no more than 100 yards away, and it was loud enough they could feel it. As the night deepened, the grunts began to shift position, not randomly, deliberately. A grunt would sound from one spot, then the next one would come slightly to the left, or slightly to the right, or slightly closer, or slightly farther. Whatever was out there was moving, circling, repositioning. But yet the brothers never heard footsteps, never heard brush breaking, never heard anything except the grunts. Whatever was moving silently. By midnight, the deer had gathered around the camp, multiple animals standing 20 to 40 feet away, watching the forest, not the humans. They weren't afraid of the brothers. They were afraid of something else. The brothers huddled together in the center of camp, rifles and shotguns in hand, spotlight ready, listening to the night shift and breathe around them. They weren't there to hunt. They weren't there to fight, but they were scared, and they admitted it. If they hadn't brought firearms, they said they would have packed up and left a dust cloud 20 miles long getting off that mountain. The grunts continued through the night, sometimes close, sometimes distant, sometimes answering each other in a triangle around the camp. The last one came around 5 a.m., just before first light. Then silence. In the morning they searched. No tracks, no prints, no broken branches, nothing. Whatever had been there was nocturnal, mobile, coordinated, and silent. Later, watching a documentary about monkeys in India, the witnesses heard a large male primate make a loud, rough 1-second grunt as it threw a stick at a snake. He froze because the sound was identical to what they heard at Onion Lake. Same tone, same roughness, same length, same force. A primate sound in the mountains of Humboldt County. This has been Sasquatch Crossings, Episode 3, The Onion Lake Grunt Chorus. Real stories, real encounters, real quiet.